As Kai said, so kind of just quick description words, venture capital, entrepreneur. I like to give back. I sit on different nonprofit boards, and I'm a networker, right? So just had a little kid at home, and I'm here, you know, and I'm happy to be here with all of you, to my wife's dismay. So I'll thank her later. But I highlighted entrepreneur, and it's a little larger, and I'll kind of explain why I say entrepreneur for myself. A lot of people don't use that term. So director of operations, what do I do? I kind of just quickly jotted down what I did the last 2 days, I think, at work. So I wear a lot of hats. I do a lot of different things. We get a lot done, and I love it. So I have my hands in a little bit of everything. So as Shah said, he's kind of that person to go to try to make things happen, try to move the ball forward. So you probably could give me my speech here. I don't know. So 76 Capital. As you can see from some of our investments, some of our exits, we've had some great successes, some big hits. Some of our active portfolio companies, Whistle Sports, Dwala, Zarley, Startup Health, Lindy Skin, you guys can see. Just real quick, some of the big ones, that's what Kai touched on. We're the only venture capital investors in Seamless Web. Started out of New York, so anyone from New York that's used Seamless, put up their hand. You've been thank you. You helped make everything happen. But we ended up ourselves. We're part of the deal to Aramark, and then since Seamless has merged with Grubhub, they're a public company today under Grubhub, multi-billion-dollar market cap. So we were the original money behind that. We were in Take Care Clinics, which was ultimately sold to Walgreens. So if you ever walked into a CVS or Walgreens, we were part of that run. And a Pennsylvania-based company, so Nutrisystem. We got in kind of right around there. And went for a ride. So we got in, stock was trading a little under $1, and it got up to a little under $80. So it was a good run. So phenomenal team, and as I'll talk to, it's the team that makes it happen. So really, the only thing I'm hoping for, Kai asked me to kind of give you a little insight regarding what it's like from the investment side. But I just hope to kind of give you a couple tips, couple tricks that maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday you'll be like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good idea. And if not, don't tell me. The bad idea, just obey it. So back to this entrepreneur word. I use it for myself. I mean, I actually was on the other side of the coin. I was number 2 at a startup for a couple of years. I think any and all of us, we're all entrepreneurs in this room. We all figure out ways to get it done and make it happen. And it's actually a word that's becoming pretty cool. We're kind of, dimed at the Shark Tank generation right now, which is really exciting because people understand what's going on and parents aren't freaking out when their kids are becoming entrepreneurs. And so it's exciting. How I got here, so I started in sports and entertainment. Like I said, I went to the startup world, and then from there ended up in venture capital. So like I said, just you never know, but you're always hustling and big things happen. So number 1, you've got to have the love, the desire, the passion. It's so exciting to start things. It's really hard to keep that momentum. You got to get going every single day like you're going to take the world on, and you have to. And if you don't have that drive and passion, you're probably just not doing the right thing. And it's okay to walk away, but you've got to have that drive. You've got to have that passion. And as investors, that's what we look for. We look for those people that will run through walls, because you've got to. It's easy 6 months out, 6 years out. You can get a little hairy. So, as it says from one of our favorite movies at the VC, you're not going to get invited. No one's going to sit there with a pile of cash. No one's going to sit there with sales orders. No one's going to hand you anything. So if you're waiting for that invitation, you're doing the wrong thing. You got to find your way to break into events. You got to find your way to break into meetings. You got to find your way to break into wherever you got to go legally. So, but no one's into you. And from a venture capital standpoint, there's not a pile of cash that we just go to, right? So if we make poor investments and we go back to our investors, if we're not doing well, the money runs out. So you got to find a way. So that's kind of why I say we're also entrepreneurs, right? That pile of money just doesn't sit there. Maybe at this table, but we'll see. So, like the saying, I read it in Pat Crouch's book, I will versus IQ. You've got to be smart. You've got to have it up top. But all day we want to work with people that have the passion, the desire, and that ability to run through walls. So all day we'll take the I will over the IQ. It's nice to have them both, but we care more about the I will. Networking and relationships. It is something we look for. It's one of the first things we ask. Who do you know? Who's on your board? Who's on your advisors? Who can you get to? So no matter what your technology is, no matter what your product is, who do you know? How deep are your relationships? So the best networkers are usually the best entrepreneurs. Because that's what it is. It's an all-people business. Everything we do, no matter how good the tech is, it's the people behind the tech that are making things happen. I don't care how amazing the technology is. At some point, you got to sell that technology. At some point, you got to sell that product. So who has the biggest Rolodex? Whose relationships can make stuff happen? So, I applaud everyone. Like I said, we're here on a Wednesday night, and everyone's here. Some of us might be here till 10, 11 at night. You're doing the right things. You're all connecting and making the relationships. So how do you do it? Everyone heard, go network, go network, go network. In school, that's all I heard. You've got to network. But I don't think anyone ever really gives you the couple little tricks on how to network. So rule number 1, get off the couch. If you're not in the game, you're not in the game. You don't win the lottery by not playing the lottery. You've got to be in motion. So I was a big soccer guy, played for many a year. And one of our coaches said, put it in the mixer. And all I meant was get the ball in front of the goal, and you don't know what can happen. So whenever you're in doubt, just put the ball in front of the net. And that's kind of how I look at life. If you're not in play, if you're not in the mixer, you're missing something, and you just don't know what's going to happen. So kind of I always say, put yourself in the mixer. It's tough. You might not know people. It's a little awkward. But I don't think you can be a bad networker. It might be hard being around people you don't know, but if you're not at the events, if you're not out there, then yes, you're a bad networker because you're not there. So what do you say? It's the hardest thing, right? You meet someone, brand new connection, right? You just walk up to them. Yeah. Trying to. Maybe you headed too close back to Philly, they stopped in Camden, right? So rule number 1, you've got to have a business card. It's the best icebreaker. It's as old school as they come, but you don't know anyone, you simply walk up, get up here, Ty. You stick your business card in their face. Hi, I'm Chad Stender, Director of Operations at 76 Capital. Do you have a business card? That's it. You exchange the business card if you want to have pleasantries, but that's gold. On that business card gives you everything you need, how to contact them, where their business is. It allows you to have a conversation, or you just say, you know what, thank you, great to meet you, we're going to connect, and then you have everything you need. You say, hey, we met here, da-da-da. You just never know. But the more business cards, the better connections you have, the better you will do. I promise you. So I always look at it like this. It's really hard to go up to someone in a social setting and try to have ulterior motives with that person. It's a heck of a lot easier to push your business card out in front of someone at a networking event and ask for their card back, and you're good. So next time you have that awkward, just kind of think of that whole dating process, whether you're in it or you did it. It's a lot easier to business network. So the goal, empty your right pocket, fill your left pocket every single day. You should live life every single day trying to get as many cards as you can, as many good contacts and connections as you can. And where do they go? They go in the shoebox. I call it a shoebox of gold. But I keep my act. I mean, it's unbelievable, the tools. The difference 15 years ago versus now. These are tools. These are weapons. Use them. Be on LinkedIn. Be on social media. But understand what your profile says about you and how you speak to others. But these are amazing ways to keep track of someone, to wish someone a happy birthday, to say congratulations. Stay active and continually grow your network. So here's a very, very quick one. How many of us have our name tag on the right side of our lapel, our jacket, our shirt? Raise your hands. How many are on the left side? So just a thought we have, always go on your right side. I can demonstrate with the mic's going to come in. But when you reach out with your right hand and their right hand, you look dead into their name tag. If you're wearing a name tag, you want to be known. It's a point. If not, don't wear a name tag. Like I said, this is our opinion, so there's no But the science of being able to eye right to the name tag, strong handshake, it's what you want. It can be a little awkward, kind of looking across, your eyes kind of move. So name tag on the right side. So as I said, 76 Capital, we invest in smart and nice people that create game-changing businesses. Some people really laugh at that nice piece, like, oh, that's cute or whatever. But we love to work with our startups. If the phone rings at 11 o'clock at night and it's a jerk, are you going to answer the phone? But when our entrepreneurs and our founders call us at all hours and ask who knows what, and we have a great relationship, we answer the call, we do everything we can. So you got to have both. You got to have that smart, and you got to be a nice person. No assholes allowed. So very, very quickly, we're investors in Whistle Sports. We got involved about 3 years ago. Today, after 2.5 years, they have 185 million followers. They have 400 creators. They're a sports media network. When we got to them, they had this idea of being an ESPN for kids. That was it. Nothing more. They had a strong business plan, but they had 0 followers. They had 0 creators. But they were smart. They were nice. They had an amazing network, and we knew they were going to make big things happen. They've since raised money from NBC Sports, Tegna, which is a huge media network, Sky Sports, which is kind of like our ESPN. They're doing big things. Anyone know the Dude Perfect guys? Jonathan, my man. They're part of their network. So he's one of the top YouTube media stars for their generation. So last year, 2015 Startup of the Year. These guys are smart and nice. So I'll end with the top secret. Say please and thank you. Everyone is asking for something, and no one thanks. Take the time. You don't have to handwrite notes, but it goes so long. 99% of people get something and just keep walking. There's meetings that are created and they forget that, oh, you made that intro. Just a simple, hey, thanks again. Really appreciate it. So like I said, I thank everyone for coming out tonight. So go make it happen, Chad. Here's my contact.